Hey, you have any idea where the bartender is? Because I'm supposed to get Kate an iced tea.
No, I haven't seen him since he dropped this off, but I really haven't been paying much attention.
Bloody Mary?
Tomato juice. It's supposed to boost your electrolytes.
Wow. Well, I could use one of those because my latte's starting to wear off.
All night?
Are you being sarcastic? Because I tell.
I'm under the impression that I missed something.
You haven't read a newspaper. You haven't seen the news?
I honestly was so blurry-eyed when I woke up this morning, I couldn't really pay attention to anything. And as you know, I have a tendency to be a little self-absorbed, so if my ignorance has caused any offense, I apologize.
Well, you know that Sonny and Brenna got married last night, right?
Yeah, that's the hangover. The thought of that rat bastard marrying some trophy while my sister rots away in the ground gives me a taste so bitter in my mouth that the only thing I can think of to get rid of it is drink it away.
Well, I don't think that Sonny will be enjoying himself too much because someone put a bomb in his limo.
Crap.
No, nobody died. Brenda was kidnapped. And they think it was by a man named Theo Hoffman, who's also known as the Balkan.
Wow. Do I feel like an ass? Not that I have any sympathy to spare for Sonny, but I'd hate to see anything happen to Brenda. Oh, so this bomb was a diversion?
Yeah. When I got there, the limo was in flames, and it took a while for them to put out the fire and get the car open, and everyone's standing around. Sonny's going out of his mind with grief. We all think that Brenda's in the back, but it wasn't her, it was Sam.
I'm sorry, I must have missed
There was a
something.
switch, and Sam was in the back of the car, but she wasn't burned because the car's bomb-proofed, and no one knows how Sam got there or how Brenda was kidnapped.
So this Theo replaced Sam for Brenda. And if he didn't know that the car was bomb-proof, then he was expecting...
Sam to be burned beyond recognition, yeah. Nice, right?
Is she okay?
Yeah, she just has some hearing loss, I think, and she's in the hospital. I mean, it's better than being dead.
You want to know what's really strange about everything you just told me?
Other than a car exploding, a woman almost being burned to death, and another woman being kidnapped?
Nothing happened to Sonny.
Well, Sonny
Was out of his mind, I heard. Which happens fairly often. Things happen, Sonny flips out, screams, yells, makes accusations, and when the dust finally settles, lives are destroyed or people are dead. Sonny goes on with his life, business as usual. You're out of the way. Wow. 10 messages, all from business associates. You want to guess what they're about?
Not a clue.
Sonny doesn't play helpless very well. He's gonna want to take action, right? Even if it's wrong. He's probably shaking down every guy in the city, trying to see if one's gonna roll over. The problem is, none of these guys have probably even heard of the Balkan or Theo Hoffman.
You know all this without checking a message?
You remember when your boss was shot, right? Not the day that she tried to marry Sonny. No, that was courtesy of my father, the cuddly little lunatic that he is. No, I'm talking about the day that she was shot on the waterfront and Sonny jumped and accused me of doing it and taking Michael hostage for good measure. Remember, I was given a 3-week all-expense-paid vacation to a padded cell with amenities like daily beatings. My point is, Sonny didn't take the time to find out if I was actually responsible. He needed an ass to kick and mine was there. I don't see him changing his tactics. He's gonna wage an all-out war in this city and, well, the only thing that he's gonna get is gratification for his massive ego.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
For forgetting what you've been through and putting it in the back of my mind. You do these crazy and reckless things and you seem callous and unfeeling, and I wonder, what do you have to be so pissed off about? But the truth is, you've been through a lot of horrible stuff. And you've lost a lot of people that you love, and no one has the right to judge you, least of all me.
Well, truthfully, the fact that you even think about me at all these days is flattering.
What? Of course I care about you. You were a big part of my life.
You're a big part of mine. It still doesn't sit with me the way I ended things. That wasn't fair to you.
Well, look, I wasn't crazy about the fact that you claimed you wanted to be with Maxie, but eventually I understood that you let me go because you didn't think that you were good for me.
It wasn't.
You were better than you think. I'm glad that we were together. I matured a lot. I got to work out a lot of issues, and by letting me go when you did, I was able to meet Dante, and we're crazy about each other. You helped me get there, and I'm grateful.
Well, if I did anything good for you at all, Lulu, I'm the one who's grateful. All right, I should get back to these messages, huh? And find out how I'm gonna avoid an all-out war with Sonny.
Oh, good luck with that.
Thanks. I might need it.
All right, well, be careful.
What's the fun in that? My dad